Hello everyone and welcome to this how-to video on building Gummi ships in Kingdom Hearts 3 and where to find the blocks and upgrading the guns and eventually finding the constellations, but that'll be in a later video. So let's get on with this and I'll explain how it works and everything. So when you go about building a Gummi ship, the best way to do it is the basic gummies can literally be found anywhere in the space. So while you're flying around, there's blocks that you can shoot, which I'll explain as we go on where they are. But the way this works is, depending on the block that you pick, so say you pick squares, what you want to do is if you're trying to place them all around the outside, what I find is the easiest way is you basically, like the sideways ones like this, you can do in this view, but to turn them around and place them in the right way, you need to move the right stick, or the R3 stick, so that it's pointing the right way up. So yeah, there's those ones. Oh, and when you go to edit them, so say you've got a Gummi, and then you've got weapon blocks. What a lot of people don't realise is that if you press the R3 button, you can change them over. What that basically allows you to do is it will let you move the weapons or the other blocks, but you have to press R3 to change it. Otherwise, you can't move a specific set of blocks because it separates them into basic and decorative gummies. The decorative ones are generally your guns, your turbo boosters, anything that basically is applied to the ship to make it move. So whether it be the cockpit, the guns, movement ones, so engine, gummies, wings, wheels. You get different weapons and of course they cost different things. I haven't actually used half of these, so like those cannon ones I haven't used. The laser ones I've never actually tried. These impact ones I also haven't tried. Some of those might be useful. And in a later one, if there's enough interest, I've got a series for building different characters out of Gummi blocks and colours. That's the idea that I had anyway. But yeah, I'll explain more about that. Oh, and also this one's really important. With every ship level that you get an upgrade, you'll get more ability points. And basically you can add these points, and I think it's each of them has a specific levels. So that can only go up 2, but it costs 5 points. That one can go up 2, that costs 5 points for every level. That one can go up 2 and that's 5 points. This one can go up 2 levels and that's also 5 points. That one only goes up 1 level and it's only 3 points. But it helps if you want to collect extra prizes. So if you want extra blocks or extra boost or extra things, that increases the number of health points that you'd get when you kill an enemy. Auto life I haven't actually used, but that's pretty self-explanatory. It restores your ship to fighting condition once. You only get 1 of those. That one basically allows you to add you can increase the main cost of, basically by having less teeny ships, you get more cost for the main ship. That reduces the recharge time, but that can only go up 1, and that's 4 extra points, as opposed to 2 or 3 or 5 for that one. That one also is 4 extra points. That increases your recharge time after using boost. That's a HP upgrade, and it goes up by 5%. That goes up 3 levels, so you could get a 15% health increase. It really depends on the thing. Rolling increase, that allows you to roll. Of course, my one for my main Gummi ship is -16, so because of the way that I built the ship, so actually probably using it on my one that's got -16 roll probably isn't going to do a lot, if I'm honest. That increases your movement, and that can go up 2 levels, so you'd get 10% mobility. That reduces the damage you'd get from crashing into space rocks, because yeah, I crash into them quite a lot. That only goes up 1 level though. You only gain I don't know how much it is because I've never tested it. You can reduce the damage from any damage that you take. That only goes up 1 level, but at the level that I'm at, probably it would reduce quite a lot of the damage because hang on, let me show the main ship. I've only got 40 HP, so actually maybe using the 75% increase would be a good idea. That's basically the upgrade for my main ship at the moment. I've got maximum cannon damage, 1 lot of lasers, 1 lot of special weapon damage, some impact damage. I could even, if I really wanted to, put the heal upgrade on, which actually would help thinking about that. I've got 1 haste damage, so I've got an increase of 18%. But yeah, there's lots of things that you could do. Right, let me save that. Then I'll go to the next bit. But hang on, before I do that actually, I'll go back to this. So if you've realised, like, there's a lot of, you can easily find the square blocks anywhere in the world. Like, how many of those did I place? Let me check. One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. Oh, 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, so it's 10 by 10 basically. So, yeah. Yeah, 10 blocks on each side basically, from top to bottom. That's the reason the guns are put on the side. I think, hang on, see if I can do it. I don't know about that one. I think the guns are slightly out. I don't know if I can move them any further across them. No, you can't. They're right at the end. Right, let me just save that. Right, then I'll explain the other thing. Right, so you can, if you click on skins and colours, you can change the colour of the gummy block. You can also change it for not just the basic blocks, for the squares. You can essentially also change it for the weapons. So, let me pick a different colour. Press R3 to change it again. There we go, look. And as you guys can see, that one's gone orange, that one's gone purple. And you can essentially do that for anything. You can put frames on them to make them look interesting. So like, let's just say we make this one a Lego block. I don't know what else you'd call it, so I'm calling it that. And if you've noticed it, because of it being in basic mode, the guns have disappeared. Well, they're kind of transparent. But if I change it, then I could make that one. And look, it's a nice cool, like, effect. That's a bit hard to see because I've placed it through the wall. But yeah, you unlock those from completing missions. So like, I've got a stained glass one because I got an A rank on one of the missions, I think. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. So if you add a stained glass thing to the guns, it only takes the outside of the pattern. Which I didn't know was a thing. Must admit. But yeah, it changes the... Okay, so that's an interesting thing. I didn't know that was a thing. Right, so there's that. So you guys can just see some of the patterns. And there's that one. Leopard spots. an ice block. Just making it look fancy. I won't bother saving these, but yeah. They're like natural ones, so things that you'd see in the real world. Serpent scales, giraffe scales, leopard spots, cow spots, shells? Seashells, shall we say? The magma. Oh, they're fish scales. There's like different patterns, you can put stars and stuff on them. You can make them look more oriental, shall we say. And flowers. There's a lot of patterns. There's a lot of patterns. Right. You can even, hang on. You've even got different patterns that you can attach. So like they're different emblems. You unlock them for getting different medal levels and things. But you just move them to where you want to put them, and I think just place them. You can have a maximum of 8 different ones. They can be symbols, they can be festive. Who would just barcode the entire Gummi ship? Right, let's close that for a second. I don't want to save it, it was just purely for... Oh, for anyone that doesn't know, because I only found this out the other day. Apparently in Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm assuming it's the same in this. I haven't managed to prove it yet, because I need to do a little bit more testing. The teeny ships have no hitbox on them. So you don't actually need to attach shield blocks to them. If you want it to be really cool, you could just add tons and tons of guns and become utterly overpowered as anything. It would be pretty crazy to do that. But yeah, apparently teeny ships don't have hitboxes. So you could, once you've got a high enough level, basically, just add as many teeny ships just full of guns. And you could essentially get away without taking no damage. Because if you had enough guns pointing in enough directions, you'd be overpowered as anything. And as anyone that's watched my live streams has seen lately, even with the amount of guns that I've got now, it's pretty overpowered. But yeah, here's some of the special blueprints that you get for it. Fork. Knife. You sell ice cream. A boat called Gallinet. A pentagon. Space sushi. That looks pretty cool, I must admit. That does look pretty cool. A mini car. A bitsy bike. A air balloon. A balloon duet. That looks kind of creepy as a toy snake. Toy turtle. Teeny tank. A teeny chopper. An itsy bitsy beetle. Blue fairy. That one looks pretty cool. A Muniri. Snail. Snowman. And the magical question mark minion. And actually, I forgot to show you guys. You get versions of them for the main ship as well. So like, you've got a Hot Rod, Ghoster Blocky, Guma Panda, Plush Sora, Moogle, Cactar, Elion, Submarine, Supercar, Airship. Oh, it should be reminded for me to say so you guys don't get confused. Some of these, the reason that I haven't used them is because I haven't got the high enough build cost. See, like that one cost 1,600 and I've only got 1,185, so yeah, I don't think it's possible to use it. Dinosaur, Cardboard Warrior. I guess if I wanted to, I could cut them down, but I don't know if it lets you do that. I haven't tried it yet. I could try that if you guys want to see it done, and whether it works. Rhino, Beetle, Pavilion. That one looks pretty cool. I like the way they've got the flange in the background. Home Sweet Home. Pelican. And the question mark that you guys saw earlier in teeny ship form, but that's the main one. Right, here we go. You can also buy blocks if you can't find some of them in the Gummi shop. Like, they've got different patterned ones. And they've also got little creatures that you can buy that increase the power. I haven't actually used any of these, but it might be useful for like increasing the things. There's some more blueprints that you can buy. Invincible, Falcon, Invincible level 2, Falcon level 2, Highwind level 2, Invincible level 3, Falcon level 3, Highwind level 3. And they're different things. So that's Trinity Fireworks, Decoy Rubber Duckies. These allow you to customize your ship at no building cost. I haven't actually used any of these, so I could do that as a separate video and just show you guys how it works. But these cost in-game money, so remember, if you're grinding for a certain weapon or trying to buy items from the item shop, to take that into account, because otherwise you're gonna find out that you probably haven't got enough money for both. So I'd suggest maybe, unless you really need them, if you've seen the other videos that I built and how I built the Gummi ship at the start, stay buying these until you've got enough money. So maybe if you're in end game and you don't mind grinding for a couple of hours, and like they're just more customizing things. That one's pretty cool. I think you could make a pretty good Tron one if you dyed them all blue and stuff. Maybe blue and red for the MCP or whatever his face is versus Tron type thing. I think I've got him confused anyway. It was Shark, wasn't it? My bad. But yeah, there's some things there. Right. This is your go-to guide. For this, like for every commendation you get, you gain more Gummi missions. And in here it will tell you what you need to unlock certain things. So a lot of them are basically flying from world to world and defeating the boss outside the world, and then you gain certain sets of blocks. So like, because I've had a lot of fun doing this, while most people hate the Gummi ship missions, I actually enjoyed quite a lot of it. And the thing is, if you're having trouble trying to get the A rank, follow the first video I did and see how well you can build a gunship that basically is really overpowered. And what I'd suggest doing is going from the lower level missions to the 1 or 2 stars up to the 3 stars, because most of the missions, when you get an A rank, will drop you a blueprint for a new ship. That's how I've unlocked quite a few of those. It's because they're a requirement for getting an A rank or beating a boss. So you get given a commendation and they give you extra things, basically. So like, there's even a medal reward for defeating 9,999 Heartless. I'll give you an example just for that. Find the treasure spears as well, because they drop a lot of useful gummy blocks for building things. What I will do is, because I've only found one of the constellations, or 2 of them at most, I've found 2 of them at most, I can build that into a separate video if people want a video on where all the constellations are. You'll have to tell me in the comments whether it's something that you guys would find useful. And then I'll go searching around and build them into a separate video. Because I don't want this video to go on forever. Yeah, so this tells you all the secret treasures that you found and where you'll find them. So like a lot of these ones, so like the Kuma Panda, the Hot Rod, the Submarine, they were all found by getting A ranks in the certain missions. I can't tell you which missions because of course it doesn't tell me at the moment. But I will try and see if there's a way to find that out. The blueprint fragments I'll explain where you can find some of them. But they're found while you're flying around the different areas, so Misty Stream, Starlight Way, and I'll go back to why that is and where you found them. Oh, there we go, it just told me. If you complete battles at rank C or above, you receive rewards. So if you get an A grade, you'll mostly get given a blueprint. Also, and I didn't realise this because I've just seen it, I haven't looked in half these menus, honestly. If you press the square button, it will mark where they are. So if there's certain ones, like the ones that you haven't found, of course, they're not going to be able to mark because you need to find them. But if there's a certain one that you haven't cracked with an A grade, you can press square and it'll place a marker on which one it is that you've got to find, which is really useful. As you can see, I'm getting to the 4 stars now, and even with the ship that I built that's massively overpowered, it's not helping. I need to be a little bit more precise in my dodging movement. But yeah, you guys can see the... Ooh, there's actually even a 5-star. I'm sure that one's going to be an absolute nightmare for me to pass. Right, let's go. There's even a help guide on prizes and gummy missions. Right, let's go to the world and I'll explain about the thing. So let's just say that we embark from there. Oh, well I remember. The setup. You can change the ship that you're using in there. And when you pass so many missions, and I think it's regarded to a grade, you gain extra special weapons. Like I've got one for repairing, one for firing double shots, range lasers down on all enemies. The barrier is really helpful, especially if you've got a low health ship like I have. Night Charm arms the ship with a shield that reduces damage and produces a powerful lance that generates a shockwave. That might be helpful for if you've got lots of enemies on the screen and you want to clear it quickly, if you're not using my method. But it depends. Like I said, everyone is different, so it's what you find easiest to do. After all, I'm only here to offer guidance. It's really up to player decision as to what they find with it and whatnot. Right, let's go. Now I can show you guys the thing. Right, so the way this works, I can't show you the constellations because I need to find that for the next video. But the collecting blocks thing will be simple enough. Alright, let's go this way. Yeah, I realised there's no turbo booster attached to this ship, so how I'm gaining boost, I'm not really 100% sure. It's just apparently a thing that the game allows. No turbo booster, but yeah, somehow he can still boost. Right, so you'll have 2 sets of blocks basically in the world. You will have regular like boulders that look generally like boulders, and then you will have these. If you shoot these, you end up picking up a very specific type of block. So if you're looking for, say, water blocks or, I don't know, it could literally be anything, then you'll look for those multicolored crystals. So they could be water blocks, they could drop literally anything. I think I was flying near a volcano type thing and it dropped fire blocks or magma blocks the other day. It really depends on what you're looking for. Right, let me fly to the other area so that you guys can see. I'm trying to shoot the wrong boulder. Ooh, okay, I can show you guys one thing because I've just found it. I wasn't looking for it, but I came across it anyway. Right, so the constellations, for anyone looking for them. Oh, we're not close enough to that.
Let's
Still not
see.
there yet. You have to be pretty close for the game to pick it up. Right, okay, so they're just, you can't shoot those.
Let's see.
And that's not a constellation, but yeah. Constellations generally start with 3 green points and then they'll, if you look hard enough, it will find
Let's see.
approaching zone boundary. Oh, okay, so it'll try and send me back basically. I can't fly out of the thing.
Let's see. Let's see.
Right, okay. Let me go back to the other bit so that I can show you what I meant at that block. Might be in the wrong place actually. Let me go back to the zone bit. Because I moved to the wrong bit, I only just realised. Through there. Because I haven't unlocked the last part of the current world. I'm trying to do them in some sort of order, but yeah, they stopped me rabbiting on. Here we go. Let's go this way. Oh, I crashed into one of the missions. This is what I meant about trying to get A grade on some of these. It's now a bit too difficult. It's like those ships fly away too quickly. You can get them, but you've got to be really quick about it, basically. There we go, we're up to C grade. I don't think I'll get an A grade for this one. Well, I'll be very surprised, put it that way. If I do it, it'll be even a miracle to me. Oh, we actually managed it. I can't believe it. But that's kind of, that was one of the rare ones, because usually I can't, I must have already passed it. Whoops. Right, let's go through there. Can we destroy that? Okay. Here we go, crystals. Can they be destroyed? Okay. Oh. I wasn't watching the cannon. Whoopsie. That does happen sometimes, that does happen. I'll just end up flying into there and go, I just want to search for items. But usually if you're not watching, the cannons will destroy you. I need to find the items that I was talking about. Here we go. So like this orange block here. It'll take a couple of shots to destroy it, but there we go. That gained, I think it was more boosting. Hey, here we go. That's what I was talking about, the rocks. See, like, they're dropping rounded blocks. And I got a mithril gem. You can even find not just gummy blocks, you can find the items for synthesis. So like, it's all those different things. I'm trying to find you guys another multicolored one so that you guys can see them. I can't fly towards the new world because otherwise the mission will start. And I'm trying to save that for the next live stream. Hey, I wonder.
Let's see.
I wonder if that one will work for what I need it to.
Let's see.
Right, we ain't close enough. We ain't close enough yet. Trying to see if I can pick the thing up for the mission.
Let's see. Let's see.
Right, sometimes it will tell you where the constellations are, or you'll just find it
Let's see.
looking around the world. I'll be very surprised if I end up finding one, I must admit. But yeah, push forward a bit.
Let's see.
Right, nothing there. Let's go that way, actually. Just because I'm curious to see if there is one there.
Let's see.
Sometimes you'll find them in the strangest of places.
Let's see.
But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see.
Let's see.
Don't think there is one. That's why a booster is kind of helpful to make it go a little bit quicker. Normally though, because I'm flying around, I'm constantly building items up, so...
Let's see.
Anything? Nope. But yeah, I hope the video was useful to you guys. And if there's any questions, then feel free to put them on the video, and I'll reply to it. It doesn't matter what time, because I generally just reply to it as soon as I see comments on it. But yeah, I hope it's useful, and sorry for the nerves. This is the first kind of one that I haven't done as part of a live stream, so it's a bit different for me. Yeah, if there's any questions, feel free to ask. And I hope it was useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Take care, everybody.